So have a close look at it. Have a close look at it. The outermost structure that you're seeing, this is called as a stator frame, right? So here these are the stator slots, right, in which stator windings are housed, right? Stator windings are embedded, right? And this red one that you're seeing, this is a rotor, cylindrical rotor, right? And there is air gap between this stator and this rotor, right? So this vacant space that you're seeing, it is basically air gap between stator and rotor, right? Now suppose the windings on rotor that has been done by you, it is like this, it is cross here and this is dot here. So when you apply right hand thumb rule, right, to determine the polarity of north and south pole, right, which one is north, which one is south, you apply this right hand thumb rule, right? So cross, this is a cross, that means it should go away from the reader. That means my curled finger, it must go away from me. And this is the return conductor, that means it's a dot, that means it is towards the reader, right? It is towards yourself, right? You're watching it from the top like this, okay? So that means if you do like this, it will be, see what is the direction of thumb? It is going in this direction, that means thumb always shows the direction of north, right? So here this particular pole that is formed on rotor, it is north, and the opposite one will be south, right? Okay. Now from this north, the field lines will come out like this, okay, and the field lines will enter into this south, right, like this. Now, so cylindrical rotor is robust in construction, right? The cylindrical rotor is robust in construction. Robust का मतलब होता है mechanically strong, right? Mechanically strong. Therefore, it is suitable for high speed applications, right? Mechanically strong है तो आप इसको high speed पर operate करा सकते हैं, right? Without any mechanical imbalance, right? Or right? So here for this cylindrical rotor, this structure is, you can see this in turbo alternator, right? So all the turbo alternators, they are high speed alternators, right? So you can also use them in thermal power plant, nuclear power plants, right? So this kind of cylindrical rotor structure, it has a small diameter and large axial length, right? Now come to this salient pole rotor, that means projected type structure, right? So here the green part that you're seeing, this is outer frame of a stator. This is the stator, these are the stator slots, right, जिसमें कि आपकी stator windings पड़ी हुई हैं, right? These are the stator windings that I'm going to draw these with the small circles, right? So if this is A, this is A dash, this is B, that means it is B dash, this is C, that means it is C dash, as earlier, right? So it's a three-phase stator windings like this, okay? Now stator structure is same here and as well as here. The difference lies in rotor structure, right? So here the rotor structure is salient pole. It is salient, the word salient means projected type structure, कुछ उभरा हुआ, उठा हुआ structure, right? बाहर की ओर निकला हुआ structure, right? That is the meaning of projected type, okay? So it's a basically dumbbell shaped rotor, right? Like this. नाउ सपोज आपने ये जो रोटर है इस पर आपने जो फील्ड वाइंडिंग कर रखी है वो इस तरह से कर रखी है, दिस इज क्रॉस, राइट, ऑल राइट, एंड हियर इट इज डॉट. These are the rotor windings, okay? So where you apply right hand thumb rule like this, right? Cross means away from the reader, away from yourself, right? So that means where my thumb is coming, it is going in this direction. Thumb is the direction of north pole, right? So where is the north of the rotor? It is in the direction of thumb. That means this is the north. All right, and this is my opposite pole is south, right? All right. So now have a look at it. Here the salient pole rotor is mechanically weak, right? Salient pole rotor is mechanically weak, right? Why it is mechanically weak? Just have a look at it. Just have a close look at it. Rotor structure. So why salient pole is mechanically weak rotor structure? I am going to explain that. See here. ये जो है ये क्या है? ये आपका cylindrical rotor है, right? This rotor is basically cylindrical rotor, right? It is cylindrical in shape. तो देखिए अगर यहाँ पर मैं क्या करूँ, इसमें से ये वाला पोर्शन मैं ले लूँ. That means see here, if I take this portion only, that means if I take this portion, if I gradually take this portion only, right? अगर मैं सिर्फ ये वाला पोर्शन ले लूँ और ये वाला जो आयरन पार्ट है, ये वाला ग्रीन वाला जो मैं शो कर रहा हूँ, इसको मैं हटा दूँ, राइट? बाय मशीनिंग, इफ आई रिमूव दिस काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर, this green part if I remove, then basically you will get which kind of rotor structure? Tell me. You will get this kind of rotor structure, right? This is basically, this is nothing but salient pole, right? तो मुझे बताइए एनालाइज करके कि आयरन पार्ट किस में ज़्यादा है, इस सिलेंड्रिकल रोटर में या फिर सेलियंट पोल में? देखिए मैंने ये ग्रीन वाला पोर्शन हटा दिया यहाँ से, राइट? इतना आयरन जो है ग्रीन ये मैंने हटा दिया. इस सिलेंड्रिकल में से मैंने एक सेलियंट पोल रोटर निकाला, राइट? तो आयरन पार्ट जो है वो कम आपको मिलेगा सेलियंट पोल स्ट्रक्चर में, राइट? एंड सिंस द आयरन पार्ट इज लेस इन सेलियंट पोल, दैट्स वाई इट्स rotor structure is mechanically weak, right? So this is iron, since iron part is less, right? Iron part is less, so that's why it is mechanically weak. Right? While this is a cylindrical rotor is a complete structure, right? It is cylindrical, right? This is cylindrical and it is mechanically robust, right? It is mechanically strong. So this cylindrical type rotor structure is mechanically strong, right? Mechanically it is mechanically strong, right? And let me tell you, my dear students, this structure greatly affects the performance of this rotor structure. So since in cylindrical it is mechanically strong, or you can say mechanically robust, so you can use this cylindrical structure for high speed applications, right? While the salient pole rotor is mechanically weak because iron part is less here in salient pole, that's why it is mechanically weak. So you cannot use this salient pole rotor for high speed application, right? If you use the salient pole for high speed application, then it will give so many non-linearities in the system, right? For example, there will be so many vibrations, so many oscillations, right? Noise and etc. Mechanical imbalance will be there. And also there is a possibility of mechanical rupturing possibility of this rotor shaft. Metallurgy will not support at high speed for salient pole rotor, right? तो फिर बताइए क्या salient pole को आप high speed के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं? Answer is no, definitely no. That means this salient pole rotor structure is only suitable for low speed applications only, right? Low speed, right? For low speed applications, right? So you understand? So if the speed is low in salient pole structure, then tell me what is the number of poles? Number of poles in salient pole, it will be more or less? Just recall the basic equation, Ns is equal to 120 F by P, right? Speed and number of poles, they are inversely related, right? So if you are using this salient pole for low speed application, that means number of poles will be high, right? Number of poles will be high. See here, number of poles will be high because you are using this salient pole for low speed applications, right? So that means नंबर ऑफ पोल्स ज़्यादा होंगे किसमें? सेलियंट पोल पे. तो सेलियंट पोल में नंबर ऑफ पोल ज़्यादा होंगे, इसका मतलब आपको ज़्यादा पोल्स अकोमोडेट करने हैं, ज़्यादा पोल फिट करने हैं इस पेरीफेरी पर. तो फिर क्या होगा? डायमीटर क्या होगा? डायमीटर ज़्यादा होगा, राइट? डायमीटर विल डेफिनेटली बी मोर. यू अंडरस्टैंड? डायमीटर विल डेफिनेटली बी मोर. Diameter will be large because you have to accommodate large number of poles on the periphery. So the diameter will be large in case of salient pole rotor, right? Now if the diameter is large, that means radius is large, that means moment of inertia is large because I is equal to mr square. Moment of inertia is mass into radius square. So if the diameter is large, that means radius is large, that means moment of inertia will be large. So to balance this moment of inertia, to balance this high moment of inertia, tell me what should be the axial length? It should be small or it should be large?